Welcome to Make a Path Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today is the day Stranger Things 2 hits Netflix. I was hoping to watch episode 1 last night and put up a quick video and then do episodes 2 and 3 today and then so on, but I wasn't aware that Netflix starts it. I'm on the East Coast in the US, so I wasn't aware that Netflix starts it at 3 in the frickin' morning. And since I'm a daddy with daddy duties, I can't stay up until 3 in the morning and then get my kid off to school on time. So, the majority of people requested episode after episode mini reviews, and then when it's all done, we'll have a live stream probably discussing the entire season. That way we can get fan feedback, and I definitely would. I wasn't able to do this with the first season, but I definitely want to go back in once it's all done and everyone looks for the Easter eggs themselves. I do want to go in and do my own kind of in-depth video for this, so if that's something you're interested in, let me know. As far as the mini review, this episode was called Mad Max, and I was a little nervous that the story wouldn't feel as authentic or organic, I should say, because season 1, initially when I saw it, I really thought they only had one season planned. But with the first introduction, I gotta say I love that they represent Pittsburgh. I'm from Pennsylvania, got a lot of love for Pennsylvania, and it's really nice seeing Pittsburgh run across the screen. But that beginning intro, immediately I thought, oh my god, in just a few minutes they opened up the door to now I see what they can do for 3 or 4 more seasons. Just with that intro alone. And that was with the reveal of number 8, another person with powers. And she was able to get a cop to think he saw a bridge collapsing. And it was pretty incredible. It was pretty cool. And they might not go that direction, but instantly I saw it. I'm like, okay, now they got the door wide open where I can see where they would go for a few seasons with this type of material. After the opener, we kick off with the kids meeting up in the arcade. And I really love having all the kids now. I like having Will in with the group. We'll get to Will in a second, but with the arcade scene, they introduce this new character, this new friend for them all, Mad Max. And I like how they introduce it where they show the kids at the arcade, but they're also introducing this new character by adding somebody beat all their scores in the video arcade, and they look at the top name, and it's this Mad Max person, and they don't know who Max is. And then later on, they find a new kid in their school comes in, and it's a chick. Her name is Maxine. I believe it's Maxine, and she says, "Call me Max," and all the kids are looking at her like, no, that can't be Mad Max, is it? So that was a nice little way they incorporated, or they're folding the new characters in with the old characters. But Will, even in season 1, Will was the saddest part of the story, I always thought, because, we saw him with his buddies in the very beginning of season 1 in the first episode, and within a few minutes he was captured by the Demogorgon, and he was trapped in the Upside Down. Now, Will was with his best friends, and the rest of the season was about his best friends trying to find him, so having that separation is pretty sad. But thinking about it, being such a little kid and scared and alone and hungry and thirsty, he's in the Upside Down for days, maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, something like that. A sad situation for this Will kid. Seems like a nice enough kid, but now we have someone who's dealing with what they're calling post-traumatic stress, and there's obviously more to it, but right now they're alluding that he's just having a revisit of the stress brought on by the anniversary. They call it something. I forget what that is off the top of my head, but we got an introduction to Paul Reiser's character. I love this because he is kind of his own, Easter egg from Aliens. Yeah, he was in Aliens, right? The second one by James Cameron. They do all these Easter eggs from the 80s, obviously, and the whole friggin' series is an Easter egg, but obviously Paul Reiser is his own type of Easter egg. Having that character seem like a trustworthy guy, but something's not right. So I like that. And I do really enjoy when they reintroduce Hopper. It's filmed fantastically. They have a very active scene going on. Lots going on. His assistant, takes his donut, gives him an apple. She takes his, cigarette while he's taking off his coat. We get introduced to this character who, from the sound of it, we don't know what's going on yet, but from the sound of it, he's kind of feeding off people's paranoia, and they pay him. I don't know exactly what he does, but they had a really active scene, and I love it. And the best part is how Hopper's character seems like he doesn't give a shit. However, you can tell he's absorbing everything, you know what I mean? Because obviously he's He's keeping Elle. We find out later he's keeping Elle a secret. And we do know, we have a strong hint from season 1 that he is definitely trying to keep everything under wraps. That way this whole situation doesn't blow up out of control. You know what I mean? We also get a nice look at Barbara. Barbara fans, she became a meme in season 1, but Barbara fans will love that they pay a nice homage to the character. And I think this is one of the strongest elements in Stranger Things 2 so far with just the first episode. It truly feels like they didn't go in here saying, okay, we're going to do all new. You know, it's going to be all new and fresh, and it's a new season, and we're going to do a new story and new this and new... It feels like an organic continuation from season 1, and you would have Nancy still visit the parents of her best friend. That is organic. You would have Nancy heartbroken, knowing what happened to Barbara, knowing her parents are devastated and just want the truth. They just want answers. Nancy has those answers, but she can't tell them, obviously. And I think that alone, the Nancy, Barbara, parents, Steven stuff, I think that is a perfect example of the continuation of this story, and not just, we have a new season, so let's throw new shit on the screen. And then finally at the very end we get the Elle reveal, the 11 reveal that she's living with Hopper. Now I love this. This came out of nowhere, and I was actually pretty surprised. And they did a fabulous job with the trailer. The trailer made it seem like she was out in the woods, grew her hair long, and then she decided, you know what, screw this, I'm gonna come in and see where I came from, because we did see a shot in the trailer of her at her mother's house. It appeared she never met her mother or nothing, so you know, that's how it made it seem in the trailer, because of the hair growth and all that. So getting that reveal that Hopper has this, and you know, immediately you know it. Hopper goes to this cabin that's in the woods, there's like a tripwire, and immediately you're thinking, no way, is he living with Elle in the cabin? I was, no, that's cool, because of the connection between Hopper losing his daughter, you know, season 1, that was his dramatic backstory, adding to that character, and now we have him taking care of Elle. It just seemed like it would be great, and then getting the reveal, I think that was a great direction to take the story, especially for the character Hopper. Hopper is definitely a fan favorite. He's one of my all-time favorites in Stranger Things. I think he's fantastic. So that's where that episode ended off. We're going to cover episode 2. I'm going to try to watch it now while this is rendering and uploading, and then I got to you know, take my daughter over her grandmother's to sleep. I know you guys don't care, but I'm just letting you know there's other things I got going on. And then later tonight I'm gonna have a few hours where I'm gonna try to watch at least 2 or 3 episodes and get the mini reviews done and posted for you. If you're interested in this, I might do all 9 episodes, but if you're not, if we only get like, you know, a couple hundred people watching and you guys are like, screw it, I just want to hear about the whole season in one video, then we'll probably stop the mini reviews. We'll see how it goes. So you let me know. Hit that like button, show some support. Even if we got 200 views and 200 likes, you know, maybe I'll keep it going. So thoughts and opinions about episode 1. What were your favorite moments? And definitely put any Easter eggs and stuff, because later, once I go looking for some, I might revisit the comment section and see what you guys pulled from the episode. For some of the harder Easter eggs that I didn't pick out, I might even pull your screen grab for your name and stuff and put it in the video later on. That'll also give me a bigger incentive to get that video done. So thoughts and opinions about this episode, and I'm going to post the season 2 review probably in an hour behind this one, so keep an eye out for that.